This one never says that it's hot enough, so Lily.
It has a kick to it.
Lily.
I needed 2 drinks.
Babe.
I needed that much sour cream.
Guys, I had an awful, horrible headache yesterday. So as you can see, my kitchen is a disaster. We even went grocery shopping and not all of it got put away because Kenny was dealing with the kids and I just curled up in a ball on the couch and couldn't do anything. So we're gonna start our day off by cleaning the disaster of the kitchen. Let's go. Okay, feeding the baby. Once all of the girls are done eating, we are gonna make some green chili. So I will show you how I make my green chili. Okay, now that all the kids are fed, we're gonna get going on some green chili. Since we moved out here from Colorado, they've got Mexican restaurants everywhere out there. Green chili is a big thing. But in Ohio, there's not very many authentic Mexican restaurants. So I have had to learn how to make green chili from scratch. So we're gonna go through the process of how to do that, how I do that. There's several different ways to do it, but this is how I make it. Okay, first thing I do is season all the pork. Some pepper.
I'll be back, alright?
Some salt. Sage.
What? I'm coloring.
I like sage. I put sage on almost everything. Do some crushed red peppers.
This color.
Some onion powder. And some Weber's garlic jalapeno. Generous amount of that one.
Don't touch my stuff, alright?
And then we just flip them all over and do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and take each one and into just little slivers. After they cook, I chop them into chunks, but just to get them cooked, I do just little slivers. 5 decent sized pork chops, probably 1.5 pounds here. Okay, now we have a hot cast iron pan. You don't have to be cast iron, but drizzle some oil in there. And just dump it all in. Now I let this get pretty much fully cooked, nice and brown, and then we throw it into the green chili, and the green chili cooks for about 5 hours. So while that's going, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the rest of the green chili. Okay, I do 6 cups of water. 2, 4, and 6. I have Hunt's basil, garlic, and oregano. Just a small 8-ounce can. Okay, I have 2 cans of Rotel's hot diced tomatoes with habaneros. One of them I just dump in. The other one I blend up in the Magic Bullet to kind of make a puree with it. As well as I have 3 7-ounce cans of chopped green chilies. Same thing, one I pour in here, the other 2 I mix up in the Magic Bullet. I have a 7-ounce can of jalapenos. I always dump all of the juice in here. It's actually jalapenos and carrots. I don't use the carrots. Now we will take the other can of tomatoes and habaneros. And give them a good blend. And just dump them in. And same thing with the green chilies. And there's still a little bit left in the can. I just pour that right in. Not too much, just to give it some creaminess. Dump all that in there. Anything that's left in the cans. And then I take the can of jalapenos. Dump them out. Like I said, I don't use the carrots in the green chili. I don't think that that would be very good. And I just give them a little dice. Okay, now most people put chunks of onions. I'm not a fan of onions, so I just stick more onion powder inside of the green chili. As well as some more crushed red peppers. And I forgot to say, when I put the water in, I just cranked it on high automatically. You can see it starting to foam up around the edges. Give it a stir, kind of mix everything in. And I just keep it on high for a while. Okay, now the jalapenos, I do stick them in here, and I do stick them in and chop them up a little bit more to not have big giant chunks of jalapeno throughout it. Sometimes it needs some liquid. I just take a scoop of what's in the pan already, add it to it. And then we dump it in as well. Okay, once it comes to a roaring boil like that, I have hot chili powder. I just take about 2 tablespoons while it's boiling and just kind of sprinkle it in. Okay, well the meat's finishing up. We go ahead and clean everything up. I already cleaned up the plate and cutting board. This, to rinse it out, I just dip it in here and make sure everything comes out. That way we get everything in there. Okay, now I got a clean cutting board. I'll take the meat and pull it to the cutting board just to cool off. And let it cool, stop steaming. While we're waiting for that, we're also trying to get our video uploaded. Okay, now that they've cooled down and we can actually touch them, I take a little bit of it and blend it up. Once again, just to give it some more texture. And the rest of it here, I just dice into little cubes. Okay, chop them all up into cubes. And go ahead and turn this down. I turn it down to about 3 at a medium heat. And just dump them all in. Give it a good stir. Okay, now once you put the pork in, I have this bag. It's called Hottie Mix. It's got habaneros, finger hot serrano, and red Fresno. I don't use the red Fresno because they're not very spicy. But I usually take 2 habaneros, a serrano, 2 habaneros, 2 serranos, and a finger pepper. And we just dice them up. And we like it very spicy, so I leave all the seeds in the habaneros. Feel free to take them out if you don't want it as spicy. The seeds are what makes it hotter. take all these peppers with the pork that I'm gonna mix up. I'm gonna take all the peppers and throw them in there. And then we're gonna have a frying baby. Lily, not loud, please. And then for some liquid in it, I just take a spoonful of the already made green chili, throw it in there. And the chopped up pork also doubles as a thickening agent. If you want it even thicker, if it's too liquidy, you could always add little bits of flour at a time, not too much, or they clump up. But then we have this mixture, and we just take it and plop it in. And then I turn the heat down to low. Place the lid on top of it, just barely cracked, and let it go for about 5 hours. And also make sure that you're stirring it frequently or it starts sticking to the bottom of the pan. Okay, final product of green chili and everybody's responses.
No.
We made breakfast burritos and chili cheese fries. We're almost done eating, but this one never says that it's hot enough. So, Lily.
It has a kick to it.
Lily.
I needed 2 drinks.
Babe.
I needed that much sour cream.
So, it had a kick. So, if you follow this recipe, it's definitely a spicy one. So, I hope that you enjoyed making green chili with me today. If you try it out, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to see new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And hey, stay wacky, fam!